Lost Soul Aside is an action-packed, story-driven RPG that transports players into a vast and immersive world filled with breathtaking landscapes, intense combat, and a deeply emotional narrative. Developed by the independent studio Altizero Games, this title follows the journey of its protagonist, Khazar, as he embarks on an epic quest to save his younger sister, Lyra, and humanity itself from an enigmatic interdimensional threat, set in a fantastical world teetering on the edge of chaos. Lost Soul Aside centers around the mysterious appearance of interdimensional invaders who seek to conquer and annihilate everything in their path. These invaders, originating from other dimensions, wield otherworldly powers and threaten the fabric of reality.
Worlds leap through dimensions together. I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance, the blade in your hand. Never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
You were right.
Covenant is a gripping first-person dark fantasy combat game that immerses players in a world of mystery, danger, and ancient powers. In this atmospheric adventure, you take on the role of a messenger sent from above, tasked with uncovering the secrets of a vast and interconnected world. Armed with a blend of martial arts, secret magic, and ancient weapons, your mission is to navigate treacherous landscapes, battle formidable foes, and unravel the hidden mysteries that govern this eerie and decaying realm. The story of Covenant begins with your arrival as a divine messenger, chosen to wield unique powers to restore balance to a world on the brink of ruin. The world is filled with dark supernatural forces that threaten its very existence.
Another bird falls from its nest. Then come and let us have words. 100 kingdoms could not stop what is coming.
If you do this, you shall never see rest, save to strip the dead.
So be it.
Belial, the villain. He does not come but to kill, steal, and destroy. His burden is now yours.
Runescape Dragonwilds is an exciting cooperative survival crafting game set in the forgotten and mysterious continent of Ashenfall, where the long-dormant dragons have suddenly awoken. As a player, you must gather resources, build shelter, craft weapons, and develop skills to survive the harsh and dangerous environments of this wild land. Whether playing alone or teaming up with friends, your ultimate goal is to uncover ancient secrets and defeat the mighty Dragon Queen before her reign of destruction spreads across the land. In Runescape Dragonwilds, players will face numerous challenges as they explore Ashenfall's sprawling, treacherous landscapes. The continent is filled with a wide range of biomes, from volcanic mountains and dense forests to vast plains and desolate ruins.
Into the wild. They adapted, endured, wielded magic, sharp as steel, wits keen as arrows, always searching for a way to call for aid. And at last, they found it. The heroes are on their way, and the dragons, they'll never see it coming.
Voidbreaker is an adrenaline-fueled first-person shooter roguelite that throws players into a fast-paced, chaotic world where they must battle against machines controlled by a powerful AI. Set in a dystopian future, the game challenges players to break free from an endless cycle of combat, destruction, and relentless machine enemies. With each run, you'll engage in heart-pounding action, wielding customizable weapons and exploring ever-changing environments to tear apart the AI's stranglehold on the world. The core gameplay of Voidbreaker revolves around intense, high-speed combat against waves of enemy machines. These mechanical foes come in various forms, each presenting unique challenges and tactics. Isle is a horror survival game that immerses players in a twisted, mind-bending world where reality seems to unravel with every passing moment. Set in a sinister and decaying settlement, the game challenges players to explore an environment filled with grotesque creatures, disturbing secrets, and a deep sense of impending dread. With every step you take, the line between fear and madness blurs, creating an experience that will test your nerves and your survival instincts. In ILL, you play as a lone survivor trapped in a town that is slowly being consumed by its own dark history. As One We Survive is a gripping post-apocalyptic survival game that combines resource management, strategy, and emotional storytelling. Set in a world ravaged by catastrophe, players must navigate through a lawless, dangerous environment where every decision could mean the difference between life and death. The narrative centers around a father's desperate journey to save his sick daughter, weaving a heartfelt and personal story within the chaotic backdrop of a broken society. In As One We Survive, the player assumes the role of the father, whose primary goal is to protect and care for his daughter. As the world crumbles, society breaks down, and survival becomes Tempest Rising is a thrilling real-time strategy RTS game set in a post-apocalyptic Earth ravaged by nuclear war. Players are tasked with commanding various factions, each fighting for survival, control of resources, and dominance over the wasteland. With its classic RTS mechanics combined with modern enhancements, Tempest Rising promises a dynamic and engaging experience where strategic planning and tactical execution are crucial to success. The game takes place in a world left in ruins by a devastating nuclear conflict, where the once prosperous civilizations are now struggling to reclaim what remains. Players will control different factions, each with its unique strengths, weaknesses, and goals.
Fine. Let them come.
Light, No Fire is an immersive cooperative adventure game set on a fantastical planet the size of Earth, where survival, exploration, and creativity are at the forefront. Blending deep role-playing elements with the freedom of sandbox-style gameplay, the game offers players an expansive and dynamic world to discover and conquer alone or with friends. In Light, No Fire, players begin their journey on a lush and diverse planet filled with uncharted territories, wild ecosystems, and ancient mysteries. The game's central theme revolves around the survival of the player and their community in a hostile but beautiful world. The environment is dynamic with ever-changing weather patterns, day-night cycles, and various environmental hazards that challenge the player's survival instincts and resourcefulness. Kingmakers is an epic strategy sandbox game set in a war-torn medieval world, where players step into the shoes of rulers, warriors, and tacticians. This thrilling blend of strategy and action places you at the heart of a brutal conflict, with the ability to wield modern weaponry while trying to build and defend your kingdom. Whether you're playing solo or joining forces with friends, the game offers an expansive and immersive experience, combining strategic planning with high-intensity combat. In Kingmakers, players begin by establishing their kingdom in a medieval world rife with political intrigue, ruthless factions, and constant warfare. Unlike traditional medieval games, players have access to an arsenal of modern weapons, offering a unique twist on the classic strategy genre.
Our people a future. I hope he can save his own.
Dragonkin. The Banished is an action-packed, strategy-driven game that immerses players in a world where ancient dragons threaten to destroy everything. As a legendary hero, you must rise to defend the lands from the dragon legions emerging from the depths. With a unique blend of dragon taming, city building, and intense combat, Dragonkin, The Banished offers a thrilling experience for both strategy enthusiasts and action seekers. In Dragonkin, The Banished, you begin by rallying a group of legendary heroes, each with their own special abilities, to confront the looming dragon threat. These heroes are more than just warriors, they can tame and bond with dragons, forming powerful partnerships that will be vital for the upcoming battles.
Fulfill the prophecy and become the legendary hero you were born to be. And if you fail, death will sweep over the world once more.
Prophecies are merely words.
Mixtape is a narrative-driven adventure game that takes players on an emotional journey through the last night of high school for three close friends. Set to the backdrop of a carefully curated soundtrack that captures the essence of a generation, the game explores themes of friendship, memories, and the bittersweet nature of change. In Mixtape, you play as one of the three main characters, each with their own unique personality and perspective on life. As the night unfolds, you and your friends embark on one final adventure together, reliving key moments from your shared past. These memories are presented in the form of a mixtape, a series of pivotal experiences that have defined your friendship and the journey through high school. Renown is a multiplayer survival game set in a dynamic and brutal medieval world where players must gather resources, build their kingdoms, and fight for glory and survival. The game focuses on the harsh realities of medieval life, where every decision and action can impact your survival. the prosperity of your kingdom, and your renown among your peers. In Renown, you take on the role of a ruler, warrior, or craftsman in a medieval society, where every action you take contributes to the reputation and legacy of your kingdom. The world is vast and unforgiving, filled with hostile factions, dangerous wildlife, and unpredictable weather. To survive, you must gather resources like wood, stone, and iron to craft tools, build shelters, and create weapons. Mistfall Hunter is a third-person role-playing PvPvE, player versus environment, extraction action game, where players combine skills, talents, and equipment from various classes to dive into thrilling combat and survival scenarios. Set in a hauntingly atmospheric world, players must navigate perilous environments, battle ferocious enemies, and outwit rival hunters while striving to return with valuable loot. In Mistfall Hunter, players can team up with friends or venture alone as they explore dangerous territories filled with hostile creatures and ruthless human opponents. The game introduces a dynamic world, rich with challenging landscapes and varied biomes, where every expedition is a test of survival.
I have seen the ruins of old, like graves for a hidden past, and madness without end. I have seen the hunters awakened, steadfast heroes among them, and treacherous villains as well. I have seen the thrones brought low, faiths torn asunder, and all that still lives before the end. They war and struggle in anguish and despair. But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the dark.
Lost Legions is an open-world survival adventure game set in the aftermath of the catastrophic defeat of the Roman legions in the Teutoburg forest. Players take on the role of a Roman soldier stranded in a hostile environment, fighting to survive and uncover the secrets of a forgotten past. As one of the Lost Legions, your journey is filled with danger, intrigue, and discovery as you navigate through an ancient world teeming with both natural and human threats. The game places you in the role of a soldier who must use their wits, combat skills, and resources to survive in the wild after the crushing defeat. The environment is harsh, with dense forests, rugged terrain, and hostile tribes ready to strike at any moment.
And join you in battle. Beware the barbarians. These are still their lands. Fight those you must, and exploit the greed of those you can. This forest is strange. Something here is not right. But you need not face it alone. Other brave legionnaires like you roam these woods. Together, Uncover the secrets and tame these lands. Now go and restore the honor of the Lost Legions.
Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 is an immersive and dynamic role-playing game set in 15th century Europe, where players are thrust into a richly detailed medieval world. Building on the success of its predecessor, the game continues to blend historical accuracy with captivating storytelling, offering a deep and engaging experience for fans of RPGs and medieval history alike. The game follows the journey of a young protagonist named Henry, a simple blacksmith's son whose life takes a dramatic turn following the brutal invasion of his homeland. The world of Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 is meticulously crafted to reflect the beauty and harshness of the medieval era, with sprawling forests, quaint villages, and imposing castles scattered throughout a large open world.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. I urge you all to be vigilant. You know who I am!
You can't kill me. You're the same as me. You play the game. But you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
I'm not like you.
Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
He'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Now!
Are we seriously gonna wait? Cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
I remember everyone I killed. Are you sure you didn't kill someone's father or mother? War is a nasty business.
Digested is a chilling bodycam horror survival game that thrusts players into a nightmarish struggle for survival against a relentless giant snake. Set in a dark and eerie environment, players must navigate through treacherous terrain while evading a predatory serpent that is intent on consuming them. The game's first-person perspective, captured through a bodycam, amplifies the intensity and immersion, making every movement, decision, and encounter feel more immediate and heart-pounding. The gameplay centers around the player's ability to survive and outwit the enormous snake, which hunts relentlessly throughout the game world. Players are given limited tools and abilities to aid them in their escape, making it a game of strategy and resourcefulness. Honor of Kings. World is an ambitious open-world action RPG set in a rich, expansive universe inspired by the beloved Honor of Kings franchise. Taking players beyond the traditional mobile game framework, this title offers a vast and immersive experience, blending deep storytelling with exhilarating combat and exploration. Set in a world that combines both mythical and historical elements, Honor of Kings World brings a new dimension to the epic battles and heroic adventures that fans have come to expect from the series. At its core, Honor of Kings World is designed to immerse players in a massive living world where they can explore a variety of breathtaking landscapes, from dense forests and treacherous mountains to sprawling cities and mystical ruins.
我一直在做这个梦。
以绝望为刃。
一直不停地战斗。 星辰。
大道理，和我的魂天讲什么？
直到他对我说
Breathedge 2 is an exhilarating space survival game that combines humor, exploration, and intense adventure in the vastness of outer space. Continuing the story from its predecessor, the game takes players on a high-stakes mission into the most dangerous corners of the cosmos, where survival is just as important as unraveling the secrets of an ominous space corporation. As the protagonist, you find yourself on a perilous journey, facing a series of challenges that test both your wit and resourcefulness. In Breathedge 2, you are once again thrust into the heart of a dark and chaotic universe. After an unexpected catastrophe, you must navigate through the infinite expanse of space, utilizing your spaceship and various tools to survive. inZOI is a unique life simulation game that allows players to craft and observe the lives of dynamic characters known as ZOIs. The game's central concept is to create and experience your own story, offering players an engaging way to control and influence the lives of these characters through a deep, detailed simulation system. With a blend of customization, storytelling, and life simulation, inZOI provides an immersive sandbox experience where every decision you make shapes the narrative of your ZOIs' lives. At its core, inZOI offers players the opportunity to customize their characters in a wide range of ways. You can alter their appearance, personalities, and even choose their traits, making each ZOI truly unique.
Doesn't now go. Look up to the stars, remember when we were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. Consider what you've done. Did you mean to hurt yourself or anyone? Under the sun, so easy doesn't now go. Look up to the stars, remember when we were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Look up to the stars, remember how we were stealing cars, but still somehow everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Look up to the stars, remember when we were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Look up to the stars, remember how we were stealing cars, but still somehow everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but does it now go? Look up to the stars, remember when we were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Nothing but blue skies. Nothing but blue skies. Consider what you've done. Did you mean to hurt yourself or anyone? Under the sun, so easy doesn't now go.
Uwaga, co, Botron? Holding them and which we're fine.
We were chasing cars and breaking burns. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when.
Min world is mine. Hur quickstar är det du? Den hörs väl?
We were stealing cars, still time. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Way back when. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies. Everything was sunshine, good times, nothing but blue skies.